And good evening, everybody. We're back with another episode. I'm happy you guys are here. And today we're fighting in the Cruiser Mark IV, a Tier 3 tank. And as usual, we'll start at looking at the map and the lineups. This map pretty straightforward. We got a hill, and we got this Line 7 corridor, which I normally like to fight at. So I'll be going there. For the lineup on the enemy, I only see one artillery, and I don't really have to worry about it on this map. It's going to be, he has a hard time aiming for targets on this map since the buildings are often in the way. For the rest of the enemy, it is a Tier 4 battle, but it looks like most of them I will be able to penetrate. The Hetzer on the frontal armor is kind of tough. Lux has a good gun and can take me out with one shot, so I have to watch out for that. M2 Medium has a good gun as well. And I see another Cruiser 4. BZ-1C could be rushing, so I need to keep an eye on our radar, but that's about it. Let's see if we can take some snipes at some enemies over here. Looks like this guy is brave enough. And we took about... he's down to 58%. And normally I like to stay here for a little bit. It really depends on what kind of tanks show up. There we go, we got him. It really depends on what kind of tanks show up. If there are soft targets that show up, I like to stay here. If not, then I kind of back off. I might go on the west side of the map. Now, since I believe there will not be more tanks here, since the T-46 was alone, but I know there's a lot in the middle of the enemy lines here. I'm gonna see if I can take some shots at some of these guys. Should be able to. There we go, we got the Japanese. He had no clue that we were here. Now what I like to do is I like to hug the buildings. You don't want to drive in the middle of any street. You kind of want to hug the buildings as much as you can. As you see, I still got shot, but you reduce the chance of being hit if you stay close to the buildings. The M2 Medium is making a run for it. I'm going to have a look if I can shoot him in the streets here before he runs out. And there we go, we have him. He thought he was going to get away, and he did not. I have to see here, my flank is open, so I'm going to have to drive here. They know I'm there, so I'm not going to go that way. It's the Su-85 and Su-76. They are definitely, they have good guns, so you have to watch out for their armor. For their guns, I mean, but their armor is pretty soft. This is normally not a good place to be. As you can see, the Su-76 is annihilating me, hit me in the flank. I'm gonna go around, retreat for a second here, see if I can hit these guys in the flank. Both tank destroyers know where I'm at. I believe they don't know anymore right now. I probably just disappeared on their radar. So they are occupied with other allies of mine. I'm going to try and see if we can make a circling maneuver here and go around. I know there's a French tank destroyer here. It could be that I'll be destroyed by this guy. I'm basically a one-shot right now. Let's see, this French tank destroyer. I don't know if he knows that we're coming. It doesn't look like it. But we'll annihilate him. He had no clue. As you can see, you always need to keep a good eye out on your radar. If he had a good eye on his radar, he knew people were locking in on him. He had no clue that I was there. So that's a good lesson for everybody. Always keep an eye on your radar. As I always say, I play about 50% looking on my radar, and the other 50% I watch the game itself. Of course, if I'm in close combat, I focus on the screen itself. But if I'm driving, nowhere to go, then it's always good to keep an eye on your radar. Now here, since I'm just one shot away from dying, I'm not gonna engage the Hetzer. I'm just hoping that I maybe he's gonna pop out and that I can hit him over here. I'm gonna see if I can. I did not scratch him. Anyway, this was a great battle. 4 kills. Not much to say for on the line Golf there, the enemy line. I kind of exposed myself a little bit between the two tank destroyers, the Su-85 and the Su-76. They kind of had me both. That was kind of bad tactics from me. But if you're in a pinch there, always try to retreat. See if you can back away and go to your secondary defensive line that you maybe spotted before, which in my case was this line of buildings. Then the best case is if you wait for a little bit, wait for them to focus on another target, and that way you can go your way and maybe go around their flank or maneuver like that way. Anyway, this was a good game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it informative. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, on the channel. Just having some fun, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, have a great evening.